I welcome you all to another lecture on power quality problems and solutions. In our last two lectures, we developed the mathematical modeling, that's mathematical equations for finding susceptances of compensator for load compensation. That means for balancing the load, three-phase unbalanced load, and for reactive power compensation, that is power factor correction. And in those two lectures, we developed the mathematical equations for calculating the susceptances. First, we developed the mathematical equations for susceptances, compensator susceptances in terms of sequence components or symmetrical components of current, like positive sequence component of current and negative sequence component of current. And then we tried to develop the equations in terms of load current, that is IAL, IBL, ICL, that is the line currents. We developed the equations in terms of line currents, IAL, IBL, and ICL, of course imaginary components of those line currents. And then I told you that while implementing the algorithm for calculation of the susceptances, you have two algorithms. One is called sampling method and another is called averaging method. In sampling method, we at positive going zero crosses, at positive going zero crossings of voltages, phase voltages VA, VB, VC, we actually take the samples of the line currents IAL, IBL, and ICL and put them in the equation for calculation of compensator susceptances B gamma AB, B gamma BC, and B gamma CA. And in averaging method, we represent the susceptances in terms of line voltages VAB, VBC, VCA, and line currents IAL, IBL, and ICL. What we do is that we sense or measure these line voltages and line currents and find the average of these, the product of these line voltages and line currents, say for one cycle or cycle to cycle, and divide that average value by 3 root 3 V square, where V is the RMS value of phase voltage, input voltage, and that way we calculate the susceptance. Now, is it possible to represent or to get an equation or equations for compensator susceptances in an easy way, where you don't have to make any calculations, where you don't need sampling method, you don't need averaging method? You just need to know load parameters. Once you know the load parameters, you represent the compensator susceptance in terms of load parameters. Answer is yes. So that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. We are going to represent compensator susceptances or compensator admittance. You can say admittance, which is predominantly susceptance, in terms of load parameters. In terms of load parameters. That is load susceptance, load admittances. You already know load parameters, load admittances. You can now develop a method by means of which you can represent the compensator admittances in terms of load admittances or in terms of load parameters. That will make things very, very easy. The only thing you need to know is load parameters like load resistance, load inductance, or if there is some capacitance in the load. And once you know load conductance, you know load susceptance, then you can develop the equations with the help of which you can represent compensator admittances or compensator susceptances in terms of the load parameters. Let us try to develop those equations for compensator admittances in terms of load parameters. For that purpose, we already know, I will write here, we know B gamma AB, that is compensator susceptance of branch AB. It's given by -1 by 3 root 3 V into imaginary part of line current I1L, I mean in terms of sequence components or symmetrical components, plus imaginary part of negative sequence component of current, minus root 3 in times the real part of negative sequence component of current, minus beta into real part of positive sequence component of current. I mean, this is the compensator susceptance in terms of positive and negative sequence component of currents. This is the first equation that we developed in the previous lecture. Similarly, compensator susceptance of branch BC is given by a similar equation, minus 1 by 3 root 3V into imaginary part of positive sequence of load current I1L minus 2 times imaginary part of negative sequence component of current I2L minus beta into real part of positive sequence component of load current I1L. Okay, and similarly B gamma Ca, that is compensator susceptance of branch Ca, is minus 1 by 3 root 3V into imaginary part of positive sequence of load current or line current plus imaginary part of negative sequence component of load current plus root 3 into a real part of negative sequence component of load current minus beta times real part of positive sequence of load current. Okay, so these are three well-known equations that we have developed in terms of symmetrical components of load currents or line currents in the previous lecture. Now I will write here that let us assume that we require unity power factor operation. That means there should be no reactive power coming from the source. All the reactive power demand of three-phase load should be supplied by the compensator itself, so that the source power factor is unity. So for UPF means unity power factor operation, we know that beta term should be equal to 0, where you know beta is tan phi, and that is, if beta is equal to 0, that means cos phi is equal to 1, that is supply power factor or source power factor is unity. So for unity power factor operation, UPF operation, put beta equal to 0 in all the three equations. So therefore we will get modified equations as, let me note down. So beta part you make 0. So therefore susceptance of branch AB will be equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3V into imaginary part of positive sequence of line current or positive sequence component of load current I1L plus imaginary part of negative sequence component of load or line current minus root 3 into a real part of negative sequence component of load or line current, and then we had minus beta into real part of positive sequence component of load current. Since beta is 0, so that term I am not going to write here. Okay, similarly B gamma BC is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3V imaginary part of I1L, okay, minus 2 into imaginary part of I2L, and it had a beta part also, minus beta real part of I1L. Beta is 0, so that is gone, beta part is gone. Similarly B gamma Ca, branch Ca susceptance, compensator susceptance, is minus 1 by 3 root 3V into imaginary part of I1L, okay, plus imaginary part of I2L, right, plus root 3 into a real part of I2L, and then you had minus beta times real part of I1L. Since beta is 0, so that is gone. Let us call this set of three equations for compensator susceptances as equation 1. These three equations we name as equation 1, right? Now from these three equations you can see the first terms in all the three equations, that's imaginary part of I1L divided by 3 root 3V, similarly I1L divided by 3 root 3, imaginary part of I1L divided by 3 root 3, they represent positive sequence susceptance. Okay, because what is susceptance? Susceptance, susceptance is, susceptance is I by V, because your conductance is G plus JB. If you take only susceptance, and that is equal to I by V. Since conductance part we are not considering, conductance part is 0, so susceptance is I by V. So you have here I divided by V. Similarly I divided by V, I divided by V. So therefore first terms in all the three equations of this equation 1, here, 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 divided by this, they represent positive sequence susceptance. Okay, and similarly the other terms like I2L, I2L, similarly here this I2L term and here these two I2L terms divided by this, they represent negative sequence susceptances. So therefore we can write susceptance of compensator branch AB is equal to positive sequence susceptance plus negative sequence susceptance of branch AB. Similarly, susceptance of branch BC is equal to positive sequence susceptance of branch BC. 1 means positive sequence plus negative sequence susceptance of branch BC. And similarly, susceptance of branch CA is equal to positive sequence susceptance of branch CA plus negative sequence susceptance of branch CA. Okay. So as far as these positive sequence susceptances of the three branches are concerned, I mean B gamma 1 AB, B gamma 1 BC, B gamma 1 CA, we can write B gamma 1 AB is equal to B gamma 1 BC equal to B gamma 1 CA. They are equal to the first term, that is they are equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3V into imaginary part of I1L, positive sequence component of current. This is positive sequence component of current divided by this. So minus 1 by 3 root 3V multiplied by first terms of these three equations. So that will give you in all the three susceptances, compensator susceptances, whether it is B gamma AB, B gamma BC or B gamma CA. This is common. This is same. Minus 1 by 3 root 3 into imaginary part of I1L. Same here, same here. So that means positive sequence susceptance of all the three compensator branches is same. And what is that? That is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3 into imaginary part of I1L. What about negative sequence susceptance of AB branch? Negative sequence susceptance. Negative sequence is represented by term B, 2. Negative sequence susceptance of branch AB is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3V into this plus this. Imaginary part of negative sequence load or line current minus root 3 into a real part of negative sequence load current. Okay. So this is negative sequence susceptance of branch AB. So positive sequence susceptance of branch AB is this, and its negative sequence is this divided by this. Which what positive sequence susceptance of branch BC is same as that of AB. We have already written. And what is negative sequence susceptance of branch BC? B gamma 2 BC, that is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3V into this part, that is minus 2 into imaginary part of I2L. So this is the negative sequence susceptance of branch BC. Similarly, what is the negative sequence susceptance of branch CA? B gamma 2 means negative sequence susceptance. B gamma 2 CA is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3V into this plus this. Imaginary I2L plus root 3 into real part of I2L. So we are done. Let us call this set of equations, these all equations, set of equations as equation 2. So what we have done, susceptances of three branches, we have split into positive sequence susceptances and negative sequence susceptances. Positive sequence susceptances of all the three compensator branches is same. And negative sequence susceptance of branch AB is this. Negative sequence susceptance of branch BC is this divided by this, second term divided by this, BC. And negative sequence susceptance of branch C is second and third term divided by this, that is this. Now our job is to find these I1L, I2L, put them in these equations and get B gamma 1 AB, B gamma 2 AB, B gamma 2 BC, B gamma 2 CA. Once you know all this, then you can find B gamma AB equal to B gamma 1 AB plus B gamma 2 AB. Similarly, B gamma BC equal to B gamma 1 BC plus B gamma 2 BC. And similarly, B gamma CA equal to B gamma 1 CA plus B gamma 2 CA. That is our job now. So let us see how we can find that. So first of all, I will write this B gamma 1 AB, that is positive sequence susceptance of all the three branches are same, is equal to B gamma 1 BC is equal to B gamma 1 CA, and we have just few moments back written that is minus 1 by 3 root 3B into imaginary I1L. Now let us try to find this imaginary I1L. In last lecture, if you remember, we got the mathematical expression for positive sequence component of this load current as I1L equal to, in terms of load admittances, YLAB plus YLBC plus YLCA into root 3V. If you have prepared the notes, you please turn back, find out last lecture's notes. This mathematical expression for positive sequence component of line or load current we have already developed in previous lecture. It's already there. And similarly, negative sequence component of this load or line current also we developed in previous lecture. That is minus times A square YLAB plus YLBC plus A into YLCA into root 3V. Let us call these two equations as equation 3. Now we have I1L. So we can put I1L here. It's in terms of load parameters. That's our aim. Our aim is to find these susceptances in terms of load parameters. Actually, these susceptances are in terms of positive and negative sequence component of currents. But luckily, in last lecture, we have already developed some equations, a couple of equations like this equation and this equation, whereby these positive and negative sequence component of load currents we have already expressed in terms of load parameters. So if we substitute them here, we can find these susceptances in terms of load parameters. Now we already know YLAB, that is load branch A admittance is equal to its conductance plus susceptance, GLAB plus JBLAB. Okay. Similarly, YLBC is equal to GLBC plus JBLBC, and YLCA is equal to GLCA plus JBLCA. Right? So therefore, if I find imaginary part of current, load current I1L, that is equal to YLAB plus YLBC plus YLCA into root 3V, right? And YLAB plus YLBC plus YLCA are real part plus imaginary part, real part plus imaginary part, real part plus imaginary part. And in the equation here, we don't have to find real part. IM means imaginary part. So if you write IM I1L, that means imaginary parts of these admittances only have to be taken into account. That means this real part we will not write. The real part of admittance YLBC we will not write, and real part of admittance YLCA we will not write. So therefore, imaginary part of load current I1L is equal to YLAB, but YLAB is GLAB plus JBLAB. Since we have to find imaginary part, its real part is this, imaginary part is BLAB. So it is BLAB plus YLBC has imaginary part as BLBC plus, and YLCA has imaginary part as BLCA into root 3V. Okay, right? So therefore, let us find B gamma 1 AB, which is equal to B gamma 1 BC, which is equal to B gamma 1 CA. That is a positive sequence susceptance of branches, compensator branches AB, BC and CA. And as per this equation, that is given by minus 1 by 3 root 3V into imaginary part of load positive sequence component of current I1L. So that is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3 into V, and imaginary part of I1L we have already found above. It is BLAB plus BLBC plus BLCA into root 3V here. So this root 3V cancels with root 3V. So that will give us B gamma 1 AB equal to B gamma 1 BC equal to B gamma 1 CA equal to minus 1 by this, and we have computed that is minus 1 by 3 times BL AB plus BL BC plus BL CA. It is minus 1 by 3 times susceptance of load branch AB plus susceptance of branch of load BC plus susceptance of load branch CA. So therefore, positive sequence susceptance of all the three compensator branches B gamma 1 AB, B gamma 1 BC, B gamma 1 CA we have found in terms of load parameters, load susceptances. That is equal to minus 1 by 3 times BLAB plus BLBC plus BLCA. So this part is done. We can call this equation as equation 4. Now, what else we have to find? Now we have to find we know that B gamma 2 AB, compensator branch AB is negative sequence susceptance. What is that given by? That is given by minus 1 by 3 root 3 V into imaginary part of I2L, that's negative sequence component of current, minus root 3 times the real part of negative sequence component of current. Okay, positive sequence susceptance we have already found, B gamma 1 AB, just few moments back, that is minus 1 by 3 times BLAB plus BLBC plus BLCA. Now we have to find negative sequence susceptance of branch, compensator branch AB. That is given by this equation. ये equation भी अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने निकाली. तो इसमें हमें now what is the requirement? You require two things. You require imaginary part of current I2L and you require minus root 3 times real part of negative sequence current I2L. So उसके लिए I2L आपको पता होना चाहिए. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपने equation 2 में I2L लिखा. That is load or negative sequence component of load or line current I2L. Just few moments back you wrote that is equal to minus times A square YLAB plus YLBC plus A times YLCA into root 3B. That is equal to what is okay, that is equal to minus times what is A square? A square operator is minus 1 by 2 minus J root 3 by 2. A square operator is 1 at an angle of minus 120 degrees. That is 1 into cos minus 120 degrees plus J sin minus 120 degrees. And we know cos minus 120 degrees is minus 1 by 2 plus J sin minus 120 degrees is minus J root 3 by 2 into YLAB. YLAB is load branch AB admittance. And what is that equal to? That is conductance plus susceptance. GLAB plus JBLAB. Fine. Let us move to second term. Second term is load branch BC's admittance. That is equal to GLBC conductance plus susceptance JBLBC. Plus third term is operator A into load branch YL, load branch CA's admittance. What is A operator? A operator is 1 at an angle of plus 120 degrees. That is 1 into cos 120 degrees plus J sin 120 degrees. Cos 120 degrees is minus 1 by 2 plus J sin 120 degrees is J root 3 by 2 into YLCA. YLCA is GLCA plus J times BLCA whole multiplied by root 3 into V. Right? So that is equal to minus times, let us expand these terms. This is minus GLAB by 2. Okay? Then minus J times BLAB by 2 minus J into this J times root 3 by 2 GLAB minus J into J is J square is minus 1, minus into minus is plus root 3 by 2 BLAB. Then plus this GLBC plus JBLBC. Then minus this into this. This is GLCA by 2 minus J times this into this BLCA by 2 plus this into this J times root 3 by 2 GLCA minus J into J is J square is minus 1 root 3 by 2 BLCA whole multiplied by root 3 V. Okay. Let us further simplify it. Further simplification will give I2L negative sequence component of load current equal to what we will do, we will take real and imaginary components, we will split them. It is minus times my first real part is minus GLAB by 2. Okay, I will take it. My second real part is root 3 by 2 BLAB. So I will write plus root 3 by 2 BLAB. Okay, my third part is GLBC. Okay, plus GLBC. My fourth part is minus GLCA by 2 minus GLCA by 2. So these are all real terms. ठीक है, रियल टर्म्स जब मैंने लिखी उसके बाद मैं इमेजिनरी टर्म्स लिखूंगा. सो माइनस जे मैं बाहर निकालूंगा. When I do that, my first imaginary term is minus j मैंने बाहर निकाला. So it is BLAB by 2. आप देखिए और कहीं तो नहीं है BLAB. No. So BLAB by 2. Right? उसके बाद मेरी दूसरी टर्म में है प्लस GLAB by 2. ओके, प्लस रूट 3 by 2 GLAB प्लस रूट 3 by 2 GLAB. उसके बाद तीसरी टर्म है JBLCA. अब इसमें यहाँ JBLCA है और यहाँ है माइनस JBLCA by 2. सो इट इज़ 1 minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 2. So this minus this is plus JBLBC by 2. ये JBLBC by 2 आ जाएगा. Wait for a moment. BLBC. Actually we have BLBC minus JBLBC by 2. Okay, that is BLBC. कोई टर्म मिस तो नहीं हो रही है. J times BL. Oh, sorry. Actually, this is J times BLBC. This is J times BLCA. So we cannot add them. So ये तो J times BLBCE रहेगी. It will be plus J times BLBC. Because this is BC, this is CA. उसके बाद ये टर्म मेरे पास है माइनस BLCA by 2. उसके बाद मेरी लास्ट, बल्कि माइनस मैंने बाहर निकाला, ये प्लस हो जाएगा BLCA by 2. उसके बाद मेरे पास ये टर्म है माइनस जे मैंने बाहर निकाला. सो दिस विल बी माइनस रूट 3 by 2 GLCA. Sorry, all the terms are covered. Whole multiplied by root 3 into V. Whole multiplied by root 3 into V. Okay. So further simplification will give. So now what I will write negative sequence component of load current is equal to, ये माइनस में अंदर ले जाऊंगा. I will multiply each term by minus 1. So we will get minus into minus is plus GLAB by 2. That is the first term. Minus plus is minus root 3 by 2 BLAB. Minus plus is minus GLBC. Minus into minus is plus GLCA. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I am getting plus root 3 GLAB by 2 minus root 3 by 2 BLAB minus GLBC plus GLCA. This is GLCA by 2 and plus root 3 by 2 BLCA. यहाँ है प्लस रूट 3 by 2 BLCA. वो छूट गई है वो टर्म. आई हैव फॉरगॉटन टू राइट दैट. तो वो टर्म भी आएगी है. ओके, सो टोटल 5 टर्म्स. सो दीज आर ऑल रियल कंपोनेंट्स. ओके, जब माइनस को मैं माइनस इंटू माइनस विल बिकम प्लस J टाइम्स रूट 3 by 2. फर्स्ट ऑल राइट, आई विल राइट रूट 3 by 2 GLAB प्लस then BLAB by 2 plus BLBC, okay, then plus BLCA by 2, and then minus root 3 by 2 GLCA whole multiplied by root 3 2. Let me call this equation as equation 5. Okay, so therefore यहाँ मुझे क्या चाहिए? I don't need I2L, I need imaginary part of I2L. So this is the imaginary part. This whole thing is imaginary part और ये सारा real part है. So therefore if I find imaginary part of I2L, that will be this part only, because the J part imaginary part hota hai. So let me write, it is root 3 by 2 GLAB plus BLAB by 2 plus BLBC plus BLCA by 2 minus root 3 by 2 GLCA whole multiplied by root 3b. Okay, so this is the imaginary part of this. What is, and then you have to find this minus root 3 times the real part of this. So minus root 3 times the real part of negative secant component of line or load current, that is equal to real part ये है. Okay, आपको इन सारी terms को multiply करना है minus root 3 से. So what you will get inside is, this is GLAB by 2 multiplied by root 3, so multiplied by minus root 3, so this will become minus root 3 by 2 GLAB. Okay, first term. Then root 3 into root 3 is 3, minus into minus is plus, second term is plus 3 by 2 BLAB. Then minus into minus is plus, it will be plus root 3 times GL plus root 3 times GLBC. Then minus plus is minus, root 3 is here and this by 2, this is minus root 3 by 2 GLCA, and then minus plus is minus, root 3 into root 3 is 3, so 3 by 2 BLCA whole multiplied by root 3v. तो यह आपकी पहली टर्म इसकी आई imaginary I2L, ये दूसरी टर्म आई minus root 3 real into this. So substitute in this, what you will get? You will get B2 gamma AB. Okay, so therefore negative secant susceptance of branch AB will be equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3 V into imaginary part of I2L, वो ये है, इसकी पहली टर्म है root 3 by 2 GLAB plus BLAB by 2 plus BLBC plus this BLCA by 2 minus root 3 by 2 GLCA. Okay, तो यह हो गई IM, this whole thing, multiplied by minus root 3 into a real part of negative secant component of load current. वो already we have computed that. So that is this first term उसकी है minus root 3 by 2 GLAB. Second term is 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 BLAB plus third term is root 3 GLBC, root 3 GLBC. Fourth term is minus root 3 by 2 GLCA, and fifth term is minus 3 by 2 BLCA, and this whole multiplied by root 3 into V, क्योंकि सब में multiplied by root 3V है. Okay, now we can simplify it. Root 3 GLAB plus root 3 GLAB minus cancel, they add up to 0. So therefore B gamma 2 AB is equal to minus what will happen, root 3V के साथ cancel हो जाएगा, so it will be minus 1 by 3 times, this is BLAB by 2, और कहीं देखिए और कहीं तो हाँ, then you have BLAB here also, so this is 1 by 2 BLAB plus 3 by 2 BLAB. What is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2? That is 2. So this plus this is 2 BLAB. This is our first term, 2 BLAB. राइट। BLBC मेरी यहाँ है और कहीं है, या here I have now BLBC, that is 1 minus I'm sorry, this is BLCA, this is not BLBC. So this is BLBC. Okay, where else do I have BLBC? Here, only one term. BLBC. Only one term is there, BLBC. Okay, BLBC. Okay, this is, it is actually minus BLBC. So minus BLBC. Okay, you please check the sign. As per my notes, it's minus BLBC. So it is minus BLBC. तो ये हो गया. उसके बाद है BLCA. ये है BLC है और ये है BLCA. तो 1/2 minus 3/2. 1 minus 3 minus 2/2, that is minus BLCA. ये minus BLCA बनेगा. So BLCA by 2 minus 3/2 BLCA is equal to minus BLCA, right? उसके बाद है आपका रूट, minus √3/2 GLCA और minus √3/2 GLCA, that is equal to minus √3 GLCA. Okay, that is minus √3 GLCA. Okay, उसके बाद है plus, this is the last term, plus √3 GLBC. Okay, that is it. So first term is 2 BLAB minus BLBC minus BLCA plus √3 GLBC and minus √3 GLCA. That's it. So multiplied by minus 1/3. Okay, so B2 gamma AB is equal to, what I will do, ये कंडक्टेंस टर्म्स में अलग ले लूँगा और ससेप्टेंस टर्म्स अलग ले लूँगा और आई विल मल्टीप्लाई ऑल टर्म्स बाय -1. माइनस जब मैं अंदर ले जाऊँगा, when I take this minus inside, this will become minus, this will become plus, this will become plus, this will become plus, and this will become minus. तो मेरे पास क्या रहता है, it is √3. इन दोनों में √3 में कॉमन निकालूंगा. So this will become √3 GLCA minus GLBC और बाहर 3 है, √3/3. What is √3/3 equal to? That is 3/3 √3. That is equal to 1/√3. So I will write here 1/√3 times. Okay, इन दो को मिला के √3 मैंने कॉमन निकाला, so it will be √3/3 and √3/3 is nothing but 1/√3. So 1/√3 times ये GLCA minus GLBC, right? ये तो हो गई कंडक्टेंस टर्म्स. प्लस 1/3 से इन तीनों टर्म्स को, ससेप्टेंस टर्म्स को मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. प्लस 1/3 टाइम्स फर्स्ट टर्म इज BLBC प्लस सेकंड टर्म इज BLCA minus third term is 2 BLAB. So this is B gamma 2 AB, which is equal to 1/√3 times GLCA minus GLBC plus 1/3 times BLBC plus BLCA minus 2 BLAB. Let us call this equation as equation 6. Therefore, you can find, you already know positive sequence compensator susceptance of branch AB. You already found that few moments back. And this is the negative sequence susceptance of compensator branch AB. So total susceptance will be the sum of the two. We will do that later on. Okay, ये तो negative sequence susceptance हो गई branch AB की. इसी तरह we will now find negative sequence susceptance of branch BC. And what is negative sequence? I will write here now. Similarly, what is negative sequence susceptance of branch BC? B gamma 2 BC. That is minus 1/3 √3 V into minus 2 into imaginary component of negative sequence component of current. Okay, so that is equal to, ये 2 में अगर बाहर निकालूंगा, minus into minus plus हो जाएगा. So this will be 2/3 √3 into imaginary part of I2 I2L, and that is equal to 2 by 3 root 3. Imaginary part of I2L just few moments back अभी हमने निकाली, and what is that equal to? That is equal to root 3 by 2. It is ये minus में, okay, ये minus तो है ही, this minus is there, so it will be minus. Okay, 2 I have taken out. What I have done, I have taken 2 out. 2 by 3 root 3. Okay. It is equal to B gamma 2 BC is equal to 2 minus 2 by 3 root 3 into minus imaginary part of I2L. So that is equal to minus 2 by 3 root 3. In fact, 3 root 3 V. What is what is imaginary part of I2L? Imaginary part of I2L is थोड़ी देर पहले हमने निकाली थी. In fact, this minus into minus is plus. वो मैंने सही किया था start में ही. So this is equal to 2 by 3 root 3 V into imaginary part of I2L. Turn your notes. You have already noted down I2L, imaginary part of I2L. And what is imaginary part of I2L? That is root 3 by 2. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने वो निकाला. Just substitute that value here. Root 3 by 2 GLAB plus BLAB by 2 minus BLBC minus root 3 by 2 GLCA plus BLCA by 2 into root 3V. Root 3V goes. So this becomes 2 by 3. Okay. तो ये बन जाता है आपका 2 by 3. 2 by 3 के बजाय अगर मैं 1 by 3 लिखूं या so अगर मैं ये 2 अंदर ले जाऊं, so it will be 1 by 3 times 2 cancels with this, so it will be root 3 GLAB. मैं GLAB term पहले लिखूंगा minus this will be root 3 GLCA plus उसके बाद 2 से इसको भी multiply करना है, so this will be BLAB minus 2 BLBC plus 2 और ये 2 cancel हो जाएगा BLCA, right? So what is root 3 by 3? Root 3 by 3 is again 1 by root 3, isn't it? So that is equal to 1 by root 3 times. Let me write. मैंने ये root 3 बाहर निकाला, so root 3 by 3, that is 1 by root 3. What I get inside is GLAB minus GLCA. Okay? Plus 1 by 3 times BLAB plus BLCA minus 2 BLBC. 1 by 3 times these susceptance terms. This is root 3 by 3 times these conductance terms, and root 3 by 3 is 1 by root 3. Plus 1 by 3 से इन तीनों terms को multiply कर लीजिए, that is 1 by 3 times this term plus this term minus this term. तो ये मेरी next equation बन गई. This is the negative sequence susceptance of compensator branch BC. उसके बाद last compensator branch है CA, उसकी भी मुझे निकालनी है negative sequence susceptance. So B gamma 2 CA, what was that equal to? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने वो लिखा minus 1 by 3 root 3 V times imaginary part of negative sequence component of load current I2L plus root 3 into real part of I2L. So that is equal to minus 1 by 3 root 3 V. Imaginary part of I2L is already with you. That equation is already with you. Substitute that equation here. That is root 3 by 2 GLAB, okay, plus BLAB by 2 minus BLBC minus root 3 by 2 GLCA plus BLCA by 2. उसके बाद है plus root 3 into real component of I2L. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपने क्या किया, आपने minus root 3 real part of I2L निकाला, but it is here plus. तो जो √3 into real part of I2L जो है उसका साइन आपको चेंज करना है, बिकॉज दैट इज माइनस, लेकिन ये यहाँ प्लस है। तो इसके जितने भी कंपोनेंट्स आपने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले निकाले उनका साइन चेंज करना है। ओके, उसका पहला कंपोनेंट है प्लस, उसका पहला कंपोनेंट था -√3/2 GLAB, लेकिन वो सिंस इट इज प्लस हियर सो वो प्लस हो जाएगा, -3/2 BLAB, ओके, -√3 GLBC plus √3/2 GLCA plus last term is 3/2 BLCA. Now you may ask कि ये कहाँ से आया? This we have already just few moments back computed. It's already with you. Okay, so इसको यहाँ substitute कर लीजिए. But that was what we had computed was -√3 into real component of I2L, but here it is plus, so you have to change the sign of each and every term. Whole multiplied by √3v. √3v again goes. So that will be equal to -1/3 times. Now let us try to compute √3/2 GLAB plus √3/2 GLAB. √3/2 GLAB plus √3/2 GLAB is equal to √3 GLAB, because √3/2 plus √3/2 is √3. उसके बाद BLAB है, और कहीं है, हाँ यहाँ है BLAB. So this is 1/2 minus 3/2. Okay, that is minus. So BLAB/2 minus 3/2 BLAB is minus BLAB, right? उसके बाद BLBC है, और कहीं है BLBC. BLBC, no, it's alone. This term is alone, so minus BLBC. Okay, उसके बाद -√3/2 GLCA है, और ये प्लस √3/2 GLCA है. This and this cancels to 0. Then you have BLCA/2, और यहाँ भी है BLCA/2, यहाँ है 3/2. So 1/2 plus 3/2 is 2. So plus 2 BLCA. BLCA/2 plus 3/2 BLCA is 2 BLCA. तो वो 2 BLCA मैंने लिखा है यहाँ. ओके, उसके बाद मेरे पास लास्ट टर्म बचती है ये -√3 GLBC. ओके, सो दिस इज इट. सो दिस इज इक्वल टू -1/3. व्हाट आई विल डू, √3 GLAB कंडक्टेंस टर्म्स में पहले ले लूंगा, माइनस √3 GLBC. ओके, तो I have taken these two conductance terms together. उसके बाद है -1/3 times ये susceptance terms. पहली टर्म है -BLAB, दूसरी टर्म है -BLBC, एंड तीसरी टर्म है प्लस दिस टर्म 2 BLCA. ओके, अब आप ये माइनस से इनको मल्टीप्लाई कर लीजिए. सो यू विल गेट माइनस प्लस इज माइनस, √3 बाहर निकालिए, √3/3, √3 कॉमन निकालिए, तो ये √3/3 बनेगा. √3/3 इज नथिंग बट 1/√3. सो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 1/√3. माइनस जब आप अंदर लेंगे, माइनस इंटू माइनस इज प्लस, सो दिस विल बी GLBC. ओके, GLBC माइनस ये माइनस बनेगी GLAB. ये माइनस भी आप अंदर ले जाए, प्लस 1/3. ये माइनस टर्म में माइनस इंटू माइनस इज प्लस BLAB प्लस BLBC, minus plus is minus 2 BLCA. So all susceptances are now available with us. This is negative secant susceptance of compensator branch CA. So we now know positive secant susceptance of compensator branch A, negative secant susceptance of compensator branch AB. Similarly, positive and negative secant susceptances of branches BC and CA. We have one by one एक एक करके हमने सारी वो निकाली. Now find the total susceptance. Therefore, what is total susceptance of compensator branch AB? That is equal to positive secant susceptance plus negative secant susceptance. ये अभी सारा हमने निकाला. What is positive secant susceptance? Positive secant susceptance is -1/3 times अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने निकाला BLAB प्लस BLBC प्लस BLCA प्लस व्हाट इज नेगेटिव सीक्वेंस ससेप्टेंस ऑफ ब्रांच AB, वो भी हमने थोड़ी देर पहले निकाला, दैट इज 1/√3 टाइम्स GLCA माइनस GLBC प्लस 1/3 टाइम्स BLCA प्लस BLBC माइनस 2BLAB। ओके, तो इसको हम एक्सपैंड करेंगे। B gamma AB इज इक्वल टू what I will do, I will first write this conductance term 1/√3 times GLCA minus GLBC। उसके बाद ये susceptance terms join करूंगा। So this is minus BLAB by 3 minus BLBC by 3 minus BLCA by 3। उसके बाद ये susceptance terms plus this is BLCA by 3 plus BLBC by 3 minus 2/3 BLAB। Okay, now BLBC by 3 minus BLBC by 3 plus 0 हो जाएंगे, BLCA by 3 minus BLCA by 3 plus 0 हो जाएंगे। So you are left with minus BLAB by 3 minus 2/3 BLAB। So minus 1/3 minus 2/3 is equal to minus 3/3, that is equal to minus BLAB. That means minus BLAB by 3 minus 2/3 BLAB is equal to minus BLAB. So therefore finally compensator branch AB susceptance is equal to 1/√3 times GLCA minus GLBC, okay, minus BLAB. Or we can write compensator branch AB susceptance is equal to, let me write susceptance term first, minus BLAB plus उसके बाद conductance term लिखूंगा plus 1/√3 times GLCA minus GLBC. That's it. Similarly, you can find other compensator branch susceptances. What is B gamma BC susceptance? Total susceptance of compensator branch BC. That is equal to positive sequence susceptance plus negative sequence susceptance. What is positive sequence susceptance? That is same for all branches. Minus 1/3 times BLAB plus BLBC plus BLCA. Plus what is negative sequence susceptance of branch BC? थोड़ी देर पहले अभी हमने निकाला, it is 1/√3 times GLAB minus GLCA plus 1/3 times BLCA plus BLBC minus 2BLAB. So I will expand this. This is minus BLAB minus by 3 minus BLBC by 3 minus BLCA by 3 plus, first I will write susceptance terms, BLCA by 3 plus BLBC by 3 minus 2/3 BLAB। उसके बाद मेरी कंडक्टेंस टर्म, ये टर्म्स हैं 1/√3 टाइम्स GLAB minus GLCA। Now BLBC by 3 BLBC by 3 minus plus 0 हो जाएगा, BLCA by 3 minus BLCA by 3 0। So what is minus BLAB by 3 minus 2/3 BLAB? That is minus BLAB. So this gives total compensator, total susceptance of compensator branch BC is equal to minus BLAB. This plus this is minus BLAB plus 1/√3 times conductance terms GLAB minus GLCA. That's it. And finally, last branch is CA branch. Now we will find total susceptance of compensator branch CA, that is equal to positive sequence susceptance of this branch plus negative sequence susceptance of this branch. Positive sequence susceptance is same as for other branches, minus 1/3 times BLAB plus BLBC plus BLCA plus what is negative secant susceptance? Negative secant susceptance is 1 by root 3 times GLBC minus GLAB plus 1 by 3 times BLAB plus BLBC minus 2BLCA. Let us expand these terms. Minus BLAB by 3 minus BLBC by 3 minus BLCA by 3. Okay, then plus BLAB by 3 यहाँ से plus BLBC by 3 minus 2 by 3 BLCA plus 1 by root 3 times GLBC minus GLAB. BLAB by 3 minus BLAB by 3 plus BLBC by 3 plus BLBC by 3 minus. So you will get compensator branch CA total susceptance equal to minus 2 by 3 BLCA minus BLCA by 3. So that will be equal to minus BLCA plus 1 by root 3 times GLBC minus GLAB. So that's it. So we have found total susceptance of all the three compensator branches. तो हमारा load actually ये था. This was our load. Unbalanced three-phase delta connected load. These are where the line currents IA, IB and IC. A, B, C. This was YLAB. This was YLBC. Susceptance of the admittance of the loads YLCA. For load balancing and for this power factor correction, that is reactive power compensation, we connected compensator branches. This is Y gamma or B gamma AB. This is B gamma BC and this is B gamma CA. And what is this B gamma AB? Just थोड़ी देर पहले हमने निकाला. It is equal to minus BLAB plus 1 by root 3 times GLCA minus GLBC. Similarly, B gamma BC, susceptance of this branch, is minus BLBC plus 1 by root 3 times GLAB minus GLCA, and B gamma CA, susceptance of this branch, compensator branch, minus BLCA plus 1 by root 3 times GLBC minus GLAB. तो हमारी जो compensator branch की susceptances है, we have found them in terms of load susceptances and load conductances. That is in terms of load parameters. What is BLAB? BLAB is load susceptance of branch AB. And what is GLCA? GLCA is conductance of branch CA, load conductance of branch CA, and GLBC is conductance of branch BC. Similarly, BLBC, BLCA, GLAB, GLCA, GLBC, GLAB, they are susceptances and conductances of various load branches. And when you have the information about load, you have the information about load impedances, unbalanced load impedances, so you can find their admittances or admittances of conductance and susceptance of each branch you can find. Like what is YLAB? Branch AB load key. That is equal to GLAB plus JBLAB. This is known to you. Similarly, YLBC is equal to GLBC plus JBLBC, and YLCA is equal to GLCA plus JBLCA. You have the information about load parameters, conductances and susceptances. Substitute in these, you will get compensator, shunt compensator parameters. That is, you will get susceptance of shunt compensator for branch AB. Similarly for branch BC, जो आप parallel में connect करना है, and branch CA. And once you know the susceptances of all the three compensator branches, you can find their inductance or capacitance. जो inductance होगा, inductor इनमें होगा, उसकी L आप निकालेंगे. Once you know susceptance, you can find inductance. और जो इनमें कैपेसिटर होगा उसकी कैपेसिटेंस आप निकालेंगे, and you will put those capacitors and inductors across of the values calculated from this you will put them across each branch. And what will that result in? That will result in all the reactive power compensation of the load, so that no reactive power comes from source, and source power factor becomes unity. That means source is supplying only real power, no reactive power. And secondly, जो resistive component of load है उसकी जो unbalance है, that unbalance will also be taken care of by these compensator branch susceptances. So the first terms इनमें जो है compensator branches की susceptances की पहली terms जो है, they are susceptances, and they represent the reactive power supplied to the load, so that no reactive power comes from source. और इनकी जो दूसरी terms है, जो which are in terms of conductances, they take care of load unbalance. तो load में जो भी unbalance है, so that unbalance will be taken care of second terms of these equations. So first term of these equations will supply all the reactive power, that will take care of reactive power demand of load. And second terms of these equations, second terms of these susceptances equations, they will take care of the unbalance in the load caused by resistive component of the load. So therefore, what would happen if your B gamma AB would have been equal to minus BL AB? B gamma BC would have been equal to minus BL BC, and B gamma CA would have been equal to minus BL CA. In that case, all the reactive power demanded by the load would have been supplied by the compensator branches, and no reactive power would come from the source, and source power factor would have been unity. You would get unity power factor operation. But what about unbalance? The susceptance branches would not take care of unbalance. The load would still be unbalanced, and IA would not be equal to IB, would not be equal to IC. In order to take care of reactive power demand of load and simultaneously balancing of the unbalanced load currents, second term is also there. So therefore, B gamma AB cannot be equal to minus BL AB alone. It will be minus BL AB plus 1 by root 3 times GL CA minus GL BC. So this first term will take care of reactive power demand of this branch of the load, and second term will take care of load unbalancing. Same is case with others. So therefore, this is how unbalancing and unity power load balancing and unity power factor operation or reactive power compensation is taken care of. And in this case, this is the compensator branches, compensator parameters, you can find directly in terms of load parameters if you know these load parameters. And generally, when load is given to you, you know load parameters. Substitute those load parameters here, you will get compensator parameters. And therefore, you can design the compensator branches, put those compensator branches, which will be inductances and capacitances, across each load branch, and complete load compensation will take place. So unbalance will be taken care of, so that these line currents IA, IB, IC will be same. IA will be equal to IB, will be equal to IC, and source power factor will be unity. So unity power factor operation will result. All the reactive power demand of the load will be compensated by the compensator branches itself. Okay, so therefore आपका ये 3-phase source है और ये आपका 3-phase load है, unbalanced load. This is 3-phase. I will write here unbalanced load. तो ये आपकी lines है 1, 2 and 3, and these are your line currents ISA, source current ISA, ISB and ISC, and these are load currents ILA, ILB, ILC, and these load currents are unbalanced. And therefore, since source current is same as load current, so source currents will also be unbalanced. Since ILA is not equal to ILB, not equal to ILC, source currents will also be unbalanced, which means ISA will not be equal to ISB, will not be equal to ISC. To take care of that balancing, in terms of sequence components of ऐसे दिखा सकते हैं. This is B gamma 1 AB, B gamma 1 BC, B gamma 1 CA, this is the positive sequence compensator network and ये आपका negative sequence compensator network है. B gamma 2 AB, B gamma 2 BC, B gamma 2 CA. When you are connecting positive sequence and negative sequence compensators, what is total susceptance of the compensator? B gamma AB, B gamma BC, and B gamma CA. B gamma AB is B gamma 1 AB plus B gamma 2 AB. Similarly, B gamma BC is this plus this. B gamma C is this plus this. Now, when compensation will be done by these positive sequence and negative sequence compensator networks, your load currents are still unbalanced, but your source currents will be balanced. ISA will be equal to ISB will be equal to ISC. In simple terms, I can show you the compensator network like this. Your compensator network is this. This is B gamma AB, B gamma BC, B gamma CA. Where what is B gamma AB? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपने निकाला, that is minus BLAB plus 1 by root 3 times GLCA minus GLBC. B gamma BC is equal to minus BLBC plus 1 by root 3 times GLAB minus GLCA. And B gamma CA is equal to minus BLCA plus 1 by root 3 times GLBC minus GLAB. So these are load parameters. Once you know load parameters, you calculate, you design the compensator branch parameters. B gamma AB, B gamma BC, B gamma CA. Put them in parallel with the circuit with the three-phase supply across the load, because these are shunt compensators. So these may be comprising of inductances and capacitances. Put them across the load, so they will take care of balancing. So source currents will be balanced. ISA will be equal to ISB, will be equal to ISC, and unity power factor operation will also take. So that means this compensator network will not only, this is shunt compensator, I will write here shunt compensator, but it is a passive compensator. Passive means it will comprise of inductances and capacitances. So it will compensate load unbalance so that source currents are balanced, and it will supply all the reactive power demand of the load so that source power factor is unity. It gives unity power factor operation. So in that case, source को load कैसा दिखेगा? Source को load resistive दिखेगा. Because why resistive दिखेगा और balanced भी दिखेगा? This is ISA, this is ISB, and this is ISC. This is how source, in absence of compensator, source will see load as a reactive load and unbalanced load. But in presence of compensator, after you connect the designed compensator, you have designed it like this, source को दिखेगा load, purely resistive load, because it's not supplying any reactive power, it's supplying only real power. इसको ये three-phase resistive load दिखेगा और balanced load दिखेगा. So this is how you can very easily design a shunt passive compensator comprising of passive elements like inductances and capacitances. If you know the load parameters, these are the compensator branch parameters in terms of load branch parameters. Okay. So summarizing, in the last two lectures, we developed the mathematical equations for finding these compensator branch parameters, B gamma AB, B gamma BC, B gamma CA. First, we found them in terms of sequence or symmetrical components of currents. Positive sequence component of load current and negative sequence component of load current, that's I1L, I2L. And then we developed the mathematical equation for these compensator parameters in terms of load currents, that is I1L and I2L, imaginary. And using the sampling method and averaging method, I told you how we can, sense these currents in sampling method. At zero crossing of each phase voltage, we take the sample of line load currents ILA, ILB, ILC, and put them in the equations and calculate B gamma AB, B gamma BC, B gamma CA. And once you know, connect the passive shunt compensator across the load, so load balancing and power factor correction will take place. In averaging method, we sense the line voltages and these load currents or line currents, and from that we find the average over one cycle or over consecutive cycles, average of those equations, and that gives us these parameters: B gamma AB, B gamma BC, B gamma CA. Once you know these parameters, you design your compensator, put that across the load, and that makes unity power factor at the supply, and that also makes source currents balanced. But I told you that if you want a very easy method of calculating or designing these compensator parameters, the best way is if you know the load parameters. Generally, if the load is unbalanced, we know load parameters of all the three phases or all the three branches. Once you know the load parameters, okay, so you can calculate the compensator branch parameters in terms of load parameters by these equations. These equations we have developed in today's lecture, and therefore we can very easily design the compensator parameters, put the compensator across the load. That will result in complete load compensation in terms of load balancing and reactive power compensation also, so that these source currents are perfectly balanced and there is unity power factor at the source. With this, I will end my today's lecture. Inshallah, in next lecture we will try to solve a couple of numerical problems that will make things very much clear, and that will end our discussions on shunt compensation of three-phase unbalanced loads. So how to take care of unbalancing, how to balance a three-phase unbalanced load using shunt compensators, and how to also compensate for reactive power. In our next lecture, after solving the numerical problems, we'll go for active solution. Instead of using these passive elements like inductances and capacitances, we will use active components, custom power devices like DStatCom for load balancing, for reactive power compensation, and also for harmonic compensation. जाते जाते मुझे एक चीज़ याद आई. In last to last lecture, lecture number 25, probably lecture number 26, we had taken this type of load. This is A, B, C. Branch AB की resistance दी थी और conductance GLAB. There was no load connected in this branch BC and branch CA. Then how did we compensate for load unbalanced? Your load currents IAL, IBL and ICL were unbalanced because of load unbalancing, as you can see. If you remember, we connected probably an inductor here or an inductor here, and whose value was minus J GLAB by root 3, and we connected a capacitor here, passive shunt compensator capacitor, whose value was GLAB by root 3. At that time, by putting these shunt compensators, inductance and capacitance across these branches, load branches, we proved that these load line currents become perfectly balanced. If you remember, we proved that IAL is then perfectly balanced, IAL, IBL and ICL. IAL is equal to IBL is equal to ICL. Perfect load balancing takes place. At that time, I told you that how do we arrive at this figure? That is, how did we choose this GL as GLAB by root 3? I told you that it will be explained in next lecture. By taking these values of compensator parameters, GLAB by root 3 here, GLAB by root 3, it resulted in balancing, perfect balancing of load currents or line currents. But I told you that you may ask a question to me that how did we choose this value to be GLAB by root 3 or this as GLAB by root 3? Answer to that is this. Today we have developed the mathematical expressions for these compensator susceptances. Like, do you need any compensator in branch AB? You don't need any compensator in branch AB in this case, because branch AB is already, it has a load. So therefore, what will be susceptance of branch AB? It will be 0. But what will be load susceptance of branch AB? Load susceptance of branch AB is, it's given GLAB. It's given here. Susceptance of YLAB, that is load admittance, is equal to GLAB. Since it is pure resistance, it does not have susceptance, it has only conductance. But so therefore you don't need to connect any compensator here, but we connected compensators in these open branches. Okay, like अगर आप YLBC लेंगे और B गामा BC, इसकी जो आपने यहाँ कंपनसेटर इंडक्टेंस लगाया, हाउ इज इट इक्वल टू GLAB by √3? वो आपको यहाँ से मिलेगा. इट इज इक्वल टू -BLBC plus 1 by √3 times GLAB minus GLCA. अब आप यहाँ देखिए, what is BLBC? BLBC is the susceptance of branch BC. अब branch B और C में, forget about this compensator. Is there any load connected in branch BC? There is no load. It's an open circuit. So this is 0. इसको मैं क्रॉस करूंगा. And what about GLCA? CA means this branch. What is the conductance of this branch CA? It's 0 because no load is connected. तो ये भी 0 हो गई. So therefore जो आपकी B gamma BC आएगा, what will be that equal to? ये 0 हो गया, ये भी 0 हो गया. So that will be GLAB by √3. Okay, that is, so this proves that अगर आपको ब्रांच BC में कंपनसेटर लगाना है, उस कंपनसेटर का वैल्यू GLAB by √3 होगा. दैट्स सिमिलरली इस ब्रांच में जो कंपनसेटर हमने लगाया उसका वैल्यू भी GLAB by √3 है. व्हाट इज दिस ब्रांच? CA. सो व्हाट इज द ससेप्टेंस ऑफ ब्रांच कंपनसेटर ब्रांच CA? वो यहाँ दी है. इट इज -BLCA. यहाँ तो कोई ब्रांच लोड ही कनेक्ट नहीं है. L means load susceptance. Since there is no load, so there is 0. Plus 1 by √3 times, what is GLBC? GLBC means load conductance of BC. Since it is open, it's 0. Minus, तो minus आएगा GLAB. So this is 0 plus 1 by √3 times 0 minus 0. So this comes out to be minus GLAB by √3. Minus GLAB by √3. So therefore we have proved that if we connect a capacitance here, इसका वैल्यू होगा, इसकी एडमिटेंस होगी GLAB by √3, जो हमने यहाँ प्रूव किया इन इक्वेशन से. सिमिलरली द इंडक्टेंस विच वी कनेक्ट हियर इट्स द कंपनसेटर इंडक्टेंस, इसका वैल्यू -GLAB by √3 होगा. वो भी हमने इसी इक्वेशन से प्रूव किया. So therefore from these equations, if this type of situation is there, so from these equations you can very easily find what are the compensator values when you design the compensators. What is the admittance of this compensator? What's the admittance of this compensator? That's it. So with this, I will end my today's lecture. Please go through this lecture and other 2 lectures, because these 3 lectures are interconnected with each other. And in case of any difficulty, you can contact me. Wish you all the best. Thank you.